one of the ayat, for example, he says, يُولِجُ اللَّيْلَ فِي النَّهَارِ وَيُولِجُ النَّهَارَ فِي اللَّيْلِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings our attention to these changes as signs of His, that He causes the night to come into the day and He causes the day to come into the night. And actually, just this week, was it Thursday or Friday, there was a major change that happened here in the United States. I live on the East Coast. There was an earthquake that happened in New Jersey that I felt all the way here in Maryland. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was shaking us. And usually when you shake someone, you're trying to wake them up, you know? If you ever had a friend who just sort of has lost it and they're acting completely irrational, sometimes one of the things that you would have to do is you grab them and you start shaking them. Like, hey, come to your senses. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did that with Sayyidina Umar. When Sayyidina Umar was coming to kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, initially the Prophet alaihi wasallam grabbed him and he thrusted him down. Like, hey, wake up. What's going on? And so Allah does that with you and I. He shakes us. And in this case, He's shaking the world, like mankind. Wake up. You're going to return to me. You need to change. And you have to change because you need to prepare for that meeting with me. And those changes are not just in the world around us that we see. I mean, those changes are natural to our physical and mental health. For example, a woman gets pregnant, and then all of a sudden, a change starts to occur in her body. And now all of a sudden, there's a soul, a child that's growing inside of her. And that child is changing, it's growing, and that mother is also changing. And in the process of that change, what's mom experiencing? Mom is experiencing pain for this new life to be brought forth. I mean, and think about this beautiful analogy in this regard that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us about physical change and physical pain and what's happening, what's coming forth. For that new life to come forth, there's pain that mom's experiencing. All of a sudden it becomes hard to walk. Her taste buds change. All you mothers out there, you have trouble sleeping. You can only sleep on one side. And then all of a sudden you feel this change, this baby boy or girl is moving inside of you. And it's hard and it's difficult until the ultimate change comes that day of birth, and a lot of pain comes with bringing this, inshallah, beautiful faith-based child into the world. And it hurts. But then the baby's born. And we're all happy. Because with change comes pain. With growth comes pain. But good things happen through that pain. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is again sending you and I a message, a sign. Life changes. You need to change. Just like you're physically changing, you spiritually need to change to be prepared to come back to me. And that spiritual change that I'm going to ask you to do may be hard, it may be difficult, it may be painful, but you have to do it to birth yourself into a more beautiful human being that can be prepared for the Jannah, the paradise of this world, of knowing God and His Messenger, alayhi salatu wasalam, and the paradise that Allah has for us.